Hi everyone, I'm Graddles, and welcome to a new episode of City Skylines. This is Sussex City, and in the last episode we ended off with doing the high density over here. We have the IT buildings in the middle, and we built off of that, and I finished it up, filling it out. And in this episode, I went ahead and ran some roads for forest industry. I filled in the trees. This is the only industry that you can make yourself, and you do that by going to your landscaping tool and going into trees. And once you click on it, you'll have a little tree like this. Now I'm on the PS4, so I would use my D-pad to enlarge the circle when pushed to the right. And to intensify it, I would push up on the D-pad. And I could simply add more trees. And that is basically how to make a forest area. It's pretty simple. So once I've done that, I ran all the water. I did run the electric. And I did make another neighborhood down in here. And I have not named this yet, but I did add on the high-tech housing. I added on the self-sufficient and the local and organic produce. I'm trying to think. I did add another cargo hub right in here, so this way they don't have to travel all the way down to here. And I'm just hoping that with the industry that the traffic flows quite well. I did put in one-way roads on the ends here, and I did put in 4-lane roads right down the middle and just right above here, and everything must run down and into here. So we do have a big high demand on industry. I did label this with forest. We can go ahead and rename this, and I think we'll just name it Sussex Timber. So let's go ahead and do that. Now this is only for a base game. This is not for the Industrial DLC. So with that, we'll have to put in another thing of paint. So why don't we go ahead and do that first. So we're going to go to Industries, and we're going to paint this area. And I'm just going to paint it up to here, and then down to here, and come back. And I'm just going to fill this in. I don't have any plans for over there. And we're just going to fill this in. And we're going to go ahead to the Forestry Industry tab. And we're going to press on the first option, which is Forestry Main Building. And we're just going to go ahead and put that in. And we have a sawmill, small tree plantation, and a small log yard. So why don't we go ahead and put in these. I want the arrow facing in. I don't want it on the 4-lane. I want it right here on the 2-lane. And we're just going to put down quite a few of these in order to get our forestry up and running. I think that should be good for now. And let's go ahead and put in the sawmill. This does not pollute, so it must be placed in the industry area. Let's see if we could fit him in right about here. We'll put 2 in there. We could actually fit 3. I think we'll just move these guys down just a bit. And right on the edge of the map here, we'll just place them. right next to each other. And let's see what else we have. We have the small log yard. Could we fit that there? No, but we could fit it right next door. Or maybe on the end here. That doesn't look so bad. Put that right there. So the next thing we're going to have to do is run some electric to these guys. Now, don't know. Nope, that'll hit the road. So we'll just come across the street here and then run it to here. And let's see. I think we're going to sneak it in the back here if we can. There we go. And let's just come up off of there and come into our main building. And then from our police and fire, which I put down here already, we'll leave that there. And before we do anything, I'm going to add some base game. So let's go to our industry. And let's use our select. Now we have a huge demand for this. We are not going to fill out the whole entire thing. I'm going to stop about here and fill in that base game. And we're going to start the game. Now we do need electric over to here. So let's go ahead and run some electric to them. Let's go ahead and make this pretty high. We have to get it over this highway here. We'll come in, and then we'll just take this to here, like so. And there's our cargo. And we do have a high demand for some commercial. Why don't we go ahead and add a little commercial down in here just to fulfill some needs. Now I do want to put Metro in the next couple of episodes, and I want to leave these ends open right here and right here, as well as over here and over here. So I'm just only going to fill in these areas right here. That is not going to fill the demand we have, but we're going to end up putting some commercial over here. But right now we don't have any demand for residential. Now this did fill in rather quickly, and we have no worker signs, so that's good. Means that we'll get some workers in there. And maybe we will start zoning in some residents and see if anything pops up. Maybe we'll go ahead and put some there. And we'll do some possibly over here of commercial. Let's see if we can run this down just to about there. So there's our not enough workers, but that should settle down because I think our unemployment rate is quite high. Yes, it's extremely high. So that will fill in rather quickly. So we're going to just fill in the last row here and just let that fill out. In the meantime, why don't we just take a quick look at our traffic. We're about at 92%. That's not busy over there. Over here's a little busy. But everything's moving. Nothing is backed up. So as long as it keeps moving, we're good. I did go ahead and put in some bike paths that everybody is using. This one's quite empty. Nobody wants to go over there through there. But as you can see, they're using them on the ground here. Let's go over here. And they are using this one. And over here, this one gets quite busy. Whoa, the building took us up. So this is highly traveled, as well as the ones we have over here. You can see the pedestrian path over here. People are using them. And we do have them going across. And the walking path is quite busy. These are pretty empty over here. So it just goes to show you where they're walking and where they're not. This could probably be lowered, and it might be beneficial. But for now, we'll leave it alone. This, actually, we do have a lot of bicyclists going through, so that's good. And once we add in some public transportation, it will get better. So we do still have a non-workers thing going on. We did not get any residential yet, which I'm not surprised. This will start to click over with no jobs because there's nobody here to work, but we'll leave it alone. Right now, like I said, we still have a huge demand for industry, and these jobs should fill in. In the meantime, we're just waiting for our forest to level up, and it's going to take a little bit. I think we'll rename it in the meantime. And maybe we'll go ahead and put in a few more of these tree plantations. That should help level us up. And I did misspell that. Let me go back in. Thought I clicked it twice, but I guess I did not. And this is going to take a little bit. We still have a huge demand for industry. I'm thinking maybe we'll try to fulfill some of that with some office space over here. And I think on this outer edge here, we'll go ahead and fill in some more offices. I think we do have a pretty highly educated city. And they do want more office space. And hopefully this will knock down some of that industry bar. So there we go. We leveled up our forestry area. Let's finish up putting in our offices. And then we'll head back over there. Okay. So let's go back into our industry. And we got our fruit saplings. So let's go ahead and put them in as well. There we go. We got our biomass pellet plant. This does pollute, and it does need to be placed inside the industry. Why don't we see if we could put that right in here. There we go. We got sawdust storage. There is no pollution on that. Can we fit it right here? Yes, we can. So we'll put that right in there. And let's just see. I think our electric is carrying through here. So I think we can... Oh, no, maybe not. I'm surprised it's not carrying from here. It is. So where are we not... Okay, so here we could hook it up. Let's come from the inside here to here. And let's delete all this. Alright, there we go. This guy needs water over here. So let's just simply take it in from here. And why don't we run it back a little bit? And why don't we go ahead and put in a large warehouse over here. We could use it for our forest. Let's put him right there. And we'll put some forestry on here. There we go. And we need to rerun that water. And we'll just take it from in here. And that should be good. Okay. So now we also have to keep an eye on here. We have our unique factories. This one is our furniture factory. And I think we'll go ahead and put him there. And make sure we have water. Which probably not. Nope. So let's go ahead and run that. And I did realize that we did not put in our bakery for our farming. So let's go ahead down in here. And I think in between all these residents, we'll stick a bakery right in here. And maybe we'll just run a road from our industry area down into here. And make sure the light is off. It is. And we'll take a look around. Make sure nothing's popping up. And let's see, we have Sussex Meadows, Sussex Park, Sussex Woods, Sussex Square, Sussex Farms, and Sussex Heights. And then we have Sussex Timber. So we definitely need to name this something else. We are running out of names. And since this is not really connected to these two, We can name it something completely different. We could leave it Valley Park, or we can name it something else. I'm not sure yet. We did get some residents come in here, so let's go ahead and add to that with just a bit more residents. And because our commercial is so high, let's go ahead and add a little bit more commercial. There we go. And we still have a high industry, even with putting in all those office buildings. Let's go ahead and let's just finish this off over here. Now I'm simply just running it down because it's just easier, and then I'll just remove some spots. And some of these came in really quickly, but we'll just remove them. I just want a little bit of space, so this way if we want to run any streets through, we will be able to. And so that'll kick some people out, but it is lowering our demand now. Let's go ahead and see if we could stick maybe just one building here, because we'll put our metro in here. And we're getting little garbage pop-ups once in a while, but nothing too crazy. And we're simply waiting for our forest to level up. We're at level 2. Was hoping to get to level 3 today. If we don't, it's okay. We'll finish it on the next episode. But I think if we add a few more of these saplings over here, we can probably level it up a little faster. So I'm going to have this pointing up. We actually already did. So we got a printing press. And with the printing press, we're going to need other things, and like oil and ore. We don't have that yet. We have the large log yard and the medium tree plantation. So let's go ahead and put in the medium tree plantations down in here. I kind of left the space larger to do that. There we go. And why don't we add the log storage? Where was that? Here. We did the sawdust. Here's the large. Maybe we could add it in somewhere up here. Maybe we'll add 2 of them up here. Like that. And let me just quickly show you the printing press. That is right here. And we do need plastics for it. So we can't do these special unique factories until we have our oil and ore up. We did cut off our power there. So let's just quickly fix that. And I'm just going to cut off this little bit there. Okay, so that's up and running again. And I think I'm going to leave this episode off here. We did get up to level 3. And in the next episode, we'll finish leveling this up to level 5. And hopefully we'll be able to satisfy some of those demands on the bottom. And yeah, if you like this episode and you like the content I make, please click the like button and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.